Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful marble style tumbler. We will be doing it two different ways that are similar but produce a slightly different result. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you try this out, don't forget to give me a tag so I can check out your beautiful work as well. Today we will be working on a 16-ounce plump and a 24-ounce plump from the Tipsy Magnolia. What you're going to start off doing is prep your tumbler by giving them a good sand and base paint it whatever color you would like. This size I am doing a very light kind of beigey gray, and on the 24-ounce plump I am doing just a white base, which I did not show you here. Set your tumblers to the side and let them dry completely. Then we are going to mix up some epoxy and pour it into 3 separate medicine cups. The first medicine cup needs to have enough epoxy to coat your entire tumbler, and then the next 2 only need to be about 10 to 15 milliliters of epoxy. For that first medicine cup, I like to take some Luster Dust Pure and mix in just a couple little tiny scoops. This is totally optional. You can leave this part out, but I just like the extra sparkle it adds. Then the second medicine cup, we are going to add a white pigment paste. And then the third medicine cup is where you are going to pick a color of your choice for your marble look. I chose Rose Luster Dust. Luster Dust is just a tiny bit sparklier than a mica powder, so that's what I went with today, but you can also use a mica powder. Now we are going to take that luster dust and epoxy mixture and apply a medium coat to each tumbler. A medium coat kind of means not too thin and not super thick. You can add more if you want more movement, but I just never like that much movement. Now you can see here why I absolutely love that luster dust. It just gives such a subtle, beautiful sparkle. While that epoxy is still wet, we're going to take our Luster Dust Rose epoxy and a popsicle stick, and we're just going to apply a few globs randomly on our tumbler. The more you put on, the more of that luster dust base coat will be covered, so I usually apply pretty sparingly. For my second tumbler, I mixed up some Luster Dust Onyx. It is a black with kind of a charcoal sparkle, and it's beautiful. This is a much smaller tumbler, so I am making my globs a little bit smaller. Now you are going to find an alcohol ink that is in somewhat of the same color family as the epoxy mica powder mixture we just put on. In our case, this is the rose. So I found this light pink alcohol ink, and this is like a shimmer alcohol ink I've had forever. I think I found them on Amazon, but we are going to just give a drop or 2 right by those epoxy blobs. We are going to do the same thing on this tumbler. Grab a coordinating alcohol ink. This is one of those shimmer alcohol inks again, and it is a charcoal gray. I am not adding too much as I don't want it to take over my entire tumbler. Now we are going to take our white pigment paste and epoxy mixture, and I'm going to show you two different ways and how it will provide two different looks for you. This first tumbler, I am adding the epoxy pigment paste mixture going horizontally, and I'm adding quite a bit. And then to our smaller tumbler, I am going to take that pigment paste and epoxy mixture and add it going in a diagonal. Now we are going to take a gloved finger, starting at the top. We are going to push these colors around really lightly in kind of a diagonal wavy pattern. In between each swipe, we are not going to wipe off our finger. This kind of helps just spread the colors around in just a little bit here and there at a time, which gives it a really pretty soft, flowy look. We also aren't going to do this to the entire tumbler. We are going to leave a little bit of those blobs and a little bit of that white pigment paste going horizontally. The tumbler epoxy will move around and push that, so you will get rid of those lines and a little bit more of those gaps will fill in. Taking your gloved finger again, we are going to do the same thing to this tumbler, pushing those colors around softly with just a few diagonal waves. Now we want to take our heat gun and warm up this epoxy just a little bit. I'm just going to do one little swipe with my heat gun. This will get it moving a little bit, but I really don't like a ton of movement when I do these. I don't like how it swirls around the cup. I kind of like to have more of the control, but I do want to get rid of some of those blobs and harsher lines. So just heating up your epoxy with a heat gun or a torch really quick will take care of that. And here are the tumblers all finished. I love how easy this tutorial is, but it also produces such a beautiful tumbler. The possibilities on colors are endless, and I just love how no two will ever look the same. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and look for me on all other social media platforms under Diamonds and Dust.